I love MapCon. I'm all about it. Good stream title. Edit stream info. PvE. Map completion and balance banter. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing? Oh, he offline. I'll tell him later. He'll probably. Oh, let's go get Black Citadel done. I really do not enjoy doing the capital cities, but we'll knock them out. That's good fights. I had fun. I think it would have been a different equation if I was commanding them, because there's a lot of damage up front on this tag, but I felt like I was getting forced to play reasonably well. Did I solve my Claw of Jormag problem? No, and I almost checked before I went to go do map completion, but number one, I actually realized that I'm also out of Gifts of Exploration right now. So even if I were able to buy my runestones, I couldn't actually make the Legendary Spear. And second, I'm not going to use the Legendary Spear until I hit 80, and even then I've got like Twilight and Colossus, and I think I'd rather use either of those than Spear on base card. So I'll just probably make it after I'm done with map completion, when I've got the gifts available. You haven't been on Black Citadel in 6 years? Honestly, controversial opinion, maybe, but I think Black Citadel is probably like the second best home instance. I think Divinity's Reach stays winning. I think Black Citadel is probably second, and then I think Radosum is third, and then Holbreck, and especially the Grove, can go and think about what they did. Also, why is our collection? Huh? Oh, you're a hero point. You're not a collection. It looked like the achievement collection icon. It's actually just the icon. The level's progressing nicely. We'll probably finish Plains of Ashford. Finish Black Citadel, obviously, and then I might go to Holbreck and just start working my way down. We're already at 50. I bet I can be 80 by the time I hit Mount Maelstrom, and then we can just wrap up everything else. Homestead nuke the advantage. Oh yeah, that's right. Everything is in the homestead now if you have one of those, isn't it? I don't even need to worry about this thing. But I haven't interfaced with Janthier Wilds content at all. So I can't. God, it's already a mess in here. I just use. I think we re-geared before we ended yesterday, so I can just dump. And then we just have a giant amount of random bags to clear the rest of the space out. Like, oh, you need to go, you need to go, go. You can go, you can go, you can go. Got a recipe for a weapon at some point? I guess I'll use it. Don't remember what that was. You we don't need. You I don't need. That's our old level 1 pair of pants. We don't need that. quest item, don't need that. Rolled level 1 pair of boots, don't need that. Don't need you. And that should be more than enough. For another couple maps. We'll grab this POI. No reason to not use swiftness as long as we're just wandering around in our home instance. We'll switch back to Bane Signet when we go back to doing it. Grab the other one. Maybe try and go for like another hour or so. Go to like 2 and go to bed. Alright. What log did I miss over here? Oh, the petrified room. There we go. Then we'll grab the last POI in the middle. And then we're back out to the city proper. Increase. Alright. Let's go knock the rest of this out. Get me out of here. You. I think so. Not any over here either. That one's up above. And then we'll just go head up, grab all the stuff at the lower level right away. Those look pretty cool from below. everything down here? Doesn't feel like it is, but I think it is. Now I think everything that's left should be in the core? In or underneath the core? I'll grab the stuff at the bottom. The stuff in the Coliseum. That waypoint is above you. There you go. And there's no POIs down here either, I think. Let's see. One waypoint, 5 POIs. I think that's just all inside the command. One. What is down? How did I miss that? Oh, it's the jail. I missed the jail. Jail has a POI. Still up. All of them still up? Or is there one on this level? All up. Here. This is right. One's here. Hello, Torgo. Nice to see you. Hello, Ritlock. Nice to see you. Hello, Smoter. Nice to see you. And hello to whatever your Tribune's name is. Your like assistant or whatever. That should be all of them. Indeed it is. Alright, let's go back to Plains of Ashford then. How's that looking? We still need to talk to scouts to get a little extra XP out of this, so let's do that now. Oh my god, I get it, you don't need to. Alright, note to self, never talk to the scout that's immediately outside the capital. They take way too long. Don't greet the cows. Okay. Actually, kind of tanky. Ah, never mind. I just had to use my skill. Any more script? Up in the cave. I think they still. They do. Here they go. And there's just one more at any. There we go. Do hyenas count? No. Looks like it's just mortar shells and flame. This guy's definitely gonna be mad, but it was on a. Okay. I'm helping. I've gone too far. We'll stick to being over here then. chance of you playing red. Got a splendid chest. But it might give me a map that I just have to throw out there. It didn't. Alright. Take those. Back here, please. I just need one more of anything. This will do. There we go. I don't even know what these do. I'm just clicking interactables. But I assume they're giving me progress. They are giving me progress. They don't give items though. I'm trying to download that. Hello? Hello? Please res your friend. Anything in here? One POI. Also, a POI that's tucked away way back here in the hills, if I remember. So we'll take care of that. Hyenas should not count, but they're gonna start shit anyway. Once again. They're gonna try and trick you. You're gonna look at this map and you're gonna say there's nothing here. You don't need to be in this corner of the map. Wrong. Secretly. But I think that's it. I don't think there's a POI in the desert. Wow, my sword didn't actually kill you? No? I thought you'd be dead for sure. There's that. I didn't get the POI in this cave. Oh, I know where that is. Never mind. I need to go way over here. That is the... I wonder if these mooses... You guys count? No, there's not even a renown hard time. Alright, never mind. I'm out. Can you guys come through this wall? Can I come through this wall? I can come through this wall. Beautiful. 33, 39, 41. Thank you. Am I missing any POIs? No. executed already? That was gonna help. Oh, I mean, I guess it is just kind of free. Where's that done? I kind of actually like the idea of just following the ball. Maybe we just stick with that. Okay. Oh, RP's along. I would love to. I gotta find somewhere that there's other niggers. We're competing over drops in a pretty significant way. No disrespect to them or whatever, but we could be farming more out. Eating stuff. And I think they may have realized that because I think they went the mind if I don't mind if I do. Now it could be moved to big it. Alright, let's go turn these two in. We'll get event credit for it eventually. And then we'll go kill a few more harpies. We'll be like these two. I need one. Priory Scholar. Oh, you're just gonna ambush me? Alright. There. We can finish that way. There you go, straight for it. blocking? He's not blocking? Nice. Let's see, Trebuchet on the hill. It's free renown progress? Extremely free renown progress. There's a hero. And apparently something to collect from. No. It's up the tower. Ah? Little glimmering stuff. Still don't know what that's for, but we're making progress. Cut back across the middle, I suppose. What's up, Zorik? Thanks for the follow. You weren't online earlier, but I got roamed on by Salt, so I figured I would send you a shout out as a result. I didn't know if you were personally behind it, but it was definitely people who claim to represent your organization. Enacting some ANET partner on ANET partner violence. You can consult with your individual members to figure out who's responsible and either reward or punish them accordingly. How fast do I map Tyria these days? I'm like 50 minutes per zone. So I'm nowhere close to like world record territory, but I'm pretty sure that I'm fast enough to do it weekly without killing myself. If my enthusiasm maintains, that's great, but I think just from like a raw time perspective of like how much time can I commit to it, I definitely have enough free streaming time to do it every week. And this is also my first time doing it in like 9 months, so I'm only gonna get faster. I don't think we're ever gonna sniff like the 6 hour mark or whatever the world record is these days, but if I could get it down to like 15, if I could do like 30 minutes per zone, I would be pretty. We'll see how close we can. And it turns out I was gonna make the legendary spear today, but I'm actually just out of gifts of export. I have made too many Gen 1 legendaries, so I actually kinda need to do it anyway. Hello, I would just like to run an entire circle around this POI, I guess. Is this the rifle heart? This is the... I need to get him to 50% and then net. I mean, how How could I forget? This is one of the hearts that I really do not like. Primarily because the cooldown on it is so unnecessarily long. Like, it would not kill you to have it be 5. We're gonna need to kite you for eternity. Oh my god, he juked. He's just circle strafing. I can do that too, though. Can I just get like one more that's close to the beat? Oh, there's one. Come here, please. I have need of you. Alright, you know, honestly, that was not so bad. Relatively painless. Not totally painless, but relatively painless. I think the other thing that might end up hurting how fast I can do this is I have told myself that I'm not allowed to use Tomes of Knowledge. So I'm leveling to 80 natty instead of starting 80 out the gate. So access to Legendary Armory, access to Elite Specs, a bunch of other stuff that would really kind of hasten this process, I am not going to have access to unless I decide to change that completely arbitrary rule. But it's also kind of fun to level natty. It also saves all my Tomes of Knowledge so that I can use them for gold. Do I know the hero point? The world versus world one? Or is there one that I don't? If there's a PvE exclusive hero point trick, it's very unlikely that I know it. Yeah, if the trick is that I can turn testimonies into hero points, I am familiar. The problem is that I think I would run out of testimonies if I used all of my testimonies for all of my hero points every, because I only have like 17,000 testimonies, which sounds insane to say out loud, but at the same time, core tier is 313. So I'm spending 313 by 52 testimonies. That's a lot of testimonies. I think I may run out. I guess I'll cut up. But yeah, I'm familiar. I am a major advocate of not necessarily like everyone should be a world versus world main, but the quality of life access that you get out of world versus world through the unidentified or the exotic vendor, through the legendary armor that's functionally just time gated based on normal activity, through the testimonies that you get, and through the tomes of knowledge that you get, like spending a little bit of time in world versus world every once in a while really simplifies a lot of your life. Did I say 17k testimonies? It's something like that. Sorry, it's 18,800. So actually, maybe I would have. I'm also at 118,000 badges, 24,000 tickets. What are my other major currencies? I think I'm at like 4,500 memories because I just don't sell them. They're starting to take up a lot of banks. I have enough for 52 weeks. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Did you do the math on that? Because I didn't. If I did it for 10 weeks, it'd be 3,000. If I do it for 50 weeks, it'd be 15,000. I mean, it would be close. I think it would cost me like 16,000 testimonies or so to do it for 52 weeks, which would be most of my testimonies. So yeah, it wouldn't technically be all of them, but it would be close. And then what if they release, like, you know, world versus world legendary weapon pathways and they take testimonies, and it's like, yeah, you need 2,000 per weapon. Then I'm like, oh god, I threw all these away just to farm some Black Lion keys? Like, I'm ashamed. Was it worth it? No, it wasn't worth it, man. I got like 200 keys out of the exchange. Well, I'm probably gonna get more than 200 keys, if we're being honest. I don't know. Maybe 52 weeks is just longer than I think it is. But I'm doing the math, and I'm like, I'm gonna have, if I do it every week until next September, I'm gonna have 104 gifts of exploration. That's a lot of gifts. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them all. I'm probably gonna have like give legendaries. Like, you send me all the stuff that's bind on account, or bind on that's trade postable, the stuff that's not bind on account. And then I supply your gift of battle and gift of exploration, and you get a legendary. I could do that like 40 times right now because I think that's how many gifts of battle that I have, but it's easy to farm gifts of battle, man. Like, gift of battle. Maybe 2. I don't know how fast I go through. Yeah, Chef's Legendary Shop or something like that. I'm not good at gifts. I'm not good at like Twitch meta in general. I just show up and play video games and talk. I don't do a ton of like community organization in Twitch. And well, even stuff on the NA Discord, like, I didn't organize that giveaway. Sierra did. It was her idea start to finish, and I was like, let me know what you need from me to do this, but you guys are the experts on running this. I am not, so just go ahead. Do whatever makes sense for you to do. Taking your eggs. Taking your eggs. What are you gonna do about it? Your eggs are gone. Could you please stop going invuln? It's like kind of bothering me. Yeah, exactly. Like, we've all got stuff that we're good at, and we've all got stuff that we're not so good at. And one of the privileges of being admin in NA Alliances is that we have a diverse group of admin that are all good at different things. Like, Atros is really good at wrangling bots, which is also something that I know nothing about. Sierra is really good at doing giveaways. I'm really good at shitposting. You know, we all we find our specialties. Sorry, I should be generous to myself. I'm good at engagement. I didn't mean to call it shitposting. What I do is more sophisticated than shitposting. Hey, we're done. Get away from me. Disgusting creature. I actually think there's something to the south. There is? Is there anything to the north? I'll save that part. Actually, there's not a lot. Yeah, I mean, I walked it back on calling it shitposting because it's actually, like, more intentional than that. I think it's important to have admins and moderators be visible participants in a community and not just people who are there to legislate rules violations and do nothing. So the fact that I will get involved and meme and chat and, you know, wild out sometimes and say a bit is really to help lend some credibility to the admin staff as people who want to manage a community that's not afraid to have a little fun and isn't just overly trying to police people's speech. So it is like somewhat intentioned most of it. Not all the time, but nobody's perfect. And not everyone's gonna like it either. Actually, why I wish that there were more in-game tools for World versus World group coordination, because then we wouldn't have to be so responsible in that Discord specifically for acting as the central World versus World hub. It makes it complex to have to decide when somebody is excluded from that community based on their actions, but still have it be a necessary resource for engaging in the World versus community. We kind of end up arbitrating who gets to be in the community and who doesn't, when it would be more beneficial if that was a decision that ArenaNet was making instead of us. But I guess when you think about it, that's kind of what the World versus World forums are like, and most Zerg players have excluded themselves from that community already by virtue of getting banned for life when matchup threads were still allowed. So I don't know. it's different. Managing online communities is difficult. It's hard to figure out what the best approach is. Also, everybody who played World versus World in 2014 was 11 years old. They didn't know. We were all just kids, man. They were just kids. I wasn't even born yet. But they were all kids. Is there a vista up on that rock? There is. What else we got left? Whoa, we're at 97. We're actually, like, basically done. There's probably just, like, one more POI in this ravine. No, not even. Alright, what am I missing? I'm missing one hero point and one POI. Where would you be? There's the hero. I can only assume that the POI will be nearby. Back in your day, you had to queue up both ways. Yeah, back in my day, when you queued for a map, the number went up. And we liked it. You kids these days with your queue numbers that decrease, you don't know what it was like. Actually, it's more like back in my day, you weren't even told what position you were in queue. You just saw that the map was full and you clicked join queue, and then eventually you found out if you got to play or not. And sometimes you had to wait hours to find out. No. Alright, where is this last POI? Oh, there it is. It's, Escalonian Catacombs. Forgot to explore. Is it? No, it's not Escalonian Catacombs. What are you? Just some random tree. There we go. It's Dead God's Lair, obviously. Second key. Let's go. Increase the counter. Can I do Iron Marches? I'm 53. Iron Marches might be a little scary. I could do Diessa, though. We'll go do Diessa. And then Diessa is probably the last one. We're only going to get an extra 2 in, but, you know. It is what it is. And Diessa, I don't think is bad. I can't remember any Renown Hearts in Diessa that really stick out as just being miserable. We are at 30% world completion, and we are at 8 hours. So we're on, I think I'll get faster over time, and especially super fast because there are no Renown Hearts. So I think for our very first venture into doing this, we're looking at a 24-hour Porteria world completion. It's definitely longer than I would like, but we can improve. We're not going to go full speedrun tech. We're not going to be installing like Blish HUD add-ons or anything like that, but we can definitely start to figure out some more efficient ways. And remember to just tack on like a 2.5 hours at the end of that, maybe, to personal story to 40. Yeah, because in addition to the Corteria map completion, we're also going to... I'm going to do story up to 40. I think story up to 80 would take too long. But story up to 40 nets us 2 extra keys for maybe like 3 hours. Which is pretty good. And then later on in this endeavor, if we do end up getting really fast, then we can do things like Bloodstone Fen, and we can do like Season 3, Season 4 Icebreed Saga maps. Which would just give us more opportunities for key goodness. Ghost control machine. I sure hope it does. Can I just kill one bad man on you? Grothmar's really fast? Yeah, Grothmar's fast. I actually really like a lot of the Season 4 maps, and I think I could do all of them. I spent a ton of time playing. Oh, I know where I need to go north. I remember this. But yeah, we'll see. I have like 20-ish hours a week of free time that I can spend on streaming slash content creation. I would really like this project to not interfere with video production because that is always my first priority. So we'll see. I'll do it for a couple of weeks. I'll see how fast it actually gets, and we might adjust as necessary. But mostly it's just a nice, chill, relaxing activity. You finish your world versus world, you complete a couple maps, you finish any conversations you were having with people, you vibe out for a bit, and then you get a ton of keys out of the process, and it feels good to open loot boxes. Hey, would you like some? You're welcome. Cool leopard form. But I'll be taking my hero. Oh my god, please just let me over the rocks. Thank you. Alright, who's hungry? Bottomless stomach soldier? Coming right up. My man's about to get fed. No, I didn't mean to do that. You can have it. Like the Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have that. It's just like, you're right in front of the racks, man. You could do this yourself. You don't just have to sit here looking at them, waiting for me to come along. Like, I appreciate you letting me progress the renown heart for you, but it's like literally 10 feet. Wanna fight? You wanna fight? I never put Bane Signet back on. I should do that. There we go. Alright, up into Dredgeland. Dredge have invaded Bloodcliff. What does this mean for the renowned heart economy? Nothing, because this is Burrows of Moldy. Oh, he's staying up there. He doesn't care about your shit down here at all. Now he's coming. Get over here. Good days. I can't be mad. Thought I could get him with the Greatsword. But alas. Get the heck out of here. Does this go through? Nope, that is a lot of invisible barrier. Alright, we're gonna have maybe this works. He's out. Uses. Excuse me. Your shit is invuln? Oh, right. This is like the whack-a-mole renown art. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna put boulders on small dredge holes. Oh god, that's not progress at all. Over here. Maybe I will do this. That's also like not really. Also, if you could go away, like I'm trying to get renown heart progress and you're kind of stealing my kills. What are you gonna do? We're gonna do putting rocks in holes. Gotta love having utilities. Can defeat them up by himself. If only I'd known. Cool. Nowhere close to being able to turn in our water to it. Keep at it. With a couple scale killed on the way, we might be there. I think we'll be. Kill the scale, repair this machine. It's not. Oh my god. I have this last kid. Excuse me? Excuse me? Alright, where's this kid? Dude, the water kids give nothing. They're leaving me out to dry. Because it's the water testing, leaving me out to dry, water testing. Hello? I understand. I almost decided to not press glide like as a joke, but then I was like, you shouldn't pretend that you jumped down a well because nobody liked you. It's not in good taste. Right. Tombstones do anything? No, you just read. I gotta stop canceling. Not great. These out. Huh? Have I missed anything out here? I have. I missed a bunch. There's the Cal Renown Heart out here. I think maybe that's it. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah, the Chartis Heart. It's fine. It's slow, but it's fine. Yes, catch one. Chartis Wasp. Sure. Give me a bug catching jar. Wasp. Oh. There we go. And you like wasps? Here, do you want this? He wants it. I didn't even read what I'm supposed to catch. A forest grub. I'm gonna assume that those are near trees. Cave grub, plains grub. There are no trees. I should have read, man. I should have read. Oh, forest grub. They're near hay, obviously. Who wants a forest grub? You like fly swarm? You like forest. Don't you dare. This is my cow. Chartis Wasp? I know exactly where those are. I've done those before. Huge. Huge. Plains grub? Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Plains grub? Plains grub. We'll just beeline it. Clarify. I haven't seen a cow that likes fire. That has me a little perturbed. There you are. I think these are also rain on her progress, but just pick them up and like. You don't even need. No, maybe they're not. And I think if we wash a couple of cows, we should be. I'll give you a bow. I'll give you a sit. Anything else over here? Oh. Working our way down. Waypoint through here. This stuff here. Downheart back here to do. We have to pick up scrap metal off the road or something. Wolves don't do anything. This portal seems like it'll do something though. Never mind, it's gone. Oh, was it? Oh, it's this icon. Okay. Yeah. This is the one inside. I was seeing a different. Oh, that's good. Anyone home? Many people. Oh, boom. I check to see if these explosives actually do. I put you under this tent. Does not look like. I go up here. There's a separatist. He does count, but there's just one of them. I'll just wait for people to respawn back in here. Like this tent. Respawned literally underneath my feet. There we go. Then there's still at least 2 more renown hearts. There's the one for scrap along the road. And then I think there's another. This probably would have been credit if I. Or I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have counted. Oh, run some wreckage. Landmines. Taking care to just put them down exactly where we found them, but different this time. Taking care to run over them with our raptor. I'll turn some metal. I gotta tell you, I love the idea of being that renown heart NPC. And having your whole job just be like, people are gonna bring me metal bars and shit, and then I'm gonna melt them down, and I'm gonna like turn the salvage scrap metal that you found into something that's new. And I gotta play a game like that. Like a recycling center sim or something. Or honestly, what might resonate with that is like a hard space shipbreaker. That could be a potential channel game. I just like the idea of recycling old stuff and like carefully taking a big thing apart, scrapping it, and turning it into something. Beautiful. That should be. Oh, we missed the POI over here. Look at that. Oh, it is up. This is like Rox's villager. No, it's not up. You need to go over here to the. There we go. Now we can proceed to the left. Specifically for, I should go check and see if Cattle Pulp guy is up. Knock out that Vista now so we don't have to worry about it later. Valor gonna be any good for us? I don't care about Valor's. I don't care about Strength. Hyper's Boon is fine. We don't use a focus. We don't block. I don't think I'm gonna be using Valor. I don't think Valor is going to be amazing. I think we're gonna wind up playing like Zeal version. But I should check and see if I got anything good. Can I get in? Oh, he's running the event. Perfect. We showed up at exactly the right time. That one's not gonna make it. Sure. Yeah, he didn't quite make it. He wasted that cow. With passive effects. We do use Bane's. And if we were to take perfect inscriptions, we could activate Bane's and still get the passive bonus. I don't think we really give ourselves. Yeah, I'd rather take a Bane Signet than like get baned. Knockdown 4. Can you just fire this last cow already? Some of us need to use your catapult for map completion. Because I don't think you can scale that tower with. It flares out at the top. So you can't really. What's up, Senna? How are you doing? For the reset. Oh my god, I still have achievements that I haven't done in here. Hey. I don't care about that one. Put me up. I'm so scared to JI because I might JI off the thing. Like, I know it's a stun break, but still. I'm quieter than normal. I set up a noise gate on my mic, which allowed me to turn the gain down a little bit, which is going to make me a little quieter. Is it too quiet, or is it just a different level? Because I can turn it back up. You'll notice that there's like no fan background noise, and there's only typing background noise like 25% of the time. I can also do things like eat on stream now because chewing doesn't get picked up by the mic. It's lovely. It's going well as well. We fought RAR tonight. It was okay. It was very blobby, and we're excited about Transfuse getting nerfed. You maxed your volume and it's reasonable? That sounds like it's going to be too... I should crank it on my end. The problem is that if I crank the gain, I'm also going to have to redo the noise gate cutoffs, so I will do that after. I don't want people to have to max their volume just to hear me shunter on about rain. So we fought RAR, and then we went to go do map completion. I finished Black Citadel, I finished Plains of Ashford, and now we're going to finish DSA and then go to bed. How about them patch notes? Patch notes looking very exciting. I love that Selly is getting the specific balance change that I thought would be a good idea, rather than other ideas. I think that's really going to help it come back into a more balanced state without completely killing any theory crafting for Celestial at all. Like Scourge, for example, I think is still absolutely going to run Selly. I think it's going to be totally fine as a roamer stat still, but the fact that you can't just oops your way into 100% boon duration on a pure support profession is only good. I am a little sad about the Transfuse nerf, but I was talking with Zesh about it earlier when Zesh was in here, and it really kind of seems like a necessary evil. Like, I love the fact that Transfuse has so much skill expression associated with it, where the difference between somebody who's good at Transfuse and somebody who's bad at Transfuse is really, really wide. And the more difference that you have in skill expression between people who are good at the game and people who are bad at the game helps close some of the gaps that you have between groups just being able to stack numbers. Like, if you have better individual skill expression, that's something that makes it more difficult to blob down a coordinated group with larger numbers, because you can't just rely on having numbers, you actually have to have some skill associated with your skill use. But the specific, well, there were two specific problems with Transfuse that we kind of landed on. The first one is that you can stack Transfuse, so increasing the cooldown on it, like just making it take longer to cast, isn't really going to do anything because most groups are bringing Scourge per party, and you can just run 6-7 Transfuses and it doesn't really matter what the cooldown is because you have so many of them. And then the second issue is that at the high end of skill expression, Transfuse was too good. Like, a person who was average to good at Transfuse was interesting, but for people who were very good at using Transfuse, and especially when you had multiple people in a squad who were all really good at using Transfuse, it was too powerful to be able to relocate down. So I get that it had to go, but I am kind of sad to see it leave because I thought that it was wonderful to have a skill that people can actually use badly and hurt their group as a result. Yeah, and it's hard to balance the groups that are good at using Transfuse, because it's not something that you can change by tweaking the number. So you either had to, like, have it be so that Transfuse will relocate downs, but no longer heals, or you had to, oh my god, I didn't actually know that that would work. That's gonna shave minutes off this completion time. You'd either have to make it so that transfuse doesn't relocate people and heals them, or transfuse doesn't heal them but relocate. And I get why you guys chose the latter. It's too bad. It was such a unique skill, but it was just unique in a way that was too strong. And then there's the extirpate change, which is I'm not sure what to make of that one yet because I don't think anybody was actually using extirpate. I would have bet actual real life money on the fact that a coordinated group stacking like 10 extirpates in a squad of 40 would have found that using extirpate is very busted by just preventing boons outright. But I don't actually know of anyone who did it. And so I'm surprised. It seems like a really, really preemptive nerf, and I was kind of surprised by it. It also means that Spear on Necro was like hot garbage, because Extirpate was the only reason you were going to try and use it in the... It's way too range limited. It's just like a worse Greatsword that has no skills that work outside of 300. But Necro was also not exactly hurting for weapon. So it's not like we're going to lose it. You have at least 2 good main hand weapons, and you have at least 2 good offhand weapons, and you have at least 1 and maybe 2 good 2-hand weapons. I don't really think there's a huge argument for running staff, but it's not bad. It's just mediocre compared to everything else. I mean, yeah, staff is not good, but it does have a niche as like... Staff is what you use when you're pugging and you're afraid of enemies. Because you can manage your range really well because everything is 1200. You don't have to worry about committing into melee. Whereas Greatsword, like, to really get use out of Greatsword, you gotta be willing to dive into some hot bomb to get a good Nightfall off and to get a good Greatsword 3 off and all that other stuff. So, like, it's not as good, but it has its role. I think we called it, like, Staff is like the training wheels weapon for Necro when I first started playing back in, like, 2019. And I think that's still very true. It's a good weapon to like learn ranged engagement profiles on, but as soon as you're comfortable living, you can graduate to something that has a little bit more power behind it. But I think that was really it. That was just like the 3 changes that really stuck out to me. Was that Selly's nerfed, Transfuse functionally does not exist anymore, and Extirpate has gotten like one of the most preemptive nerfs in history. It's always interesting when you have a balanced patch that looks like it is going to shake the meta up with so few lines of actual changes. But I think there's going to be some very big meta shifts as a result of that patch. It'll be exciting. I would love to be privy to the back-end conversations that led to Extirpate getting changed. Because it's not even like... Roy didn't even try and turn the numbers down. He was just like, the whole reason that you call it Extirpate, that portion of the skill is gone. We're not going to tweak stack size, we're not going to tweak duration, we're not going to tweak any of that stuff. It just does not do that effectively. This should be good. 75%. 75% and a lot of the map left. we still have to do the flame cauldron, we still have to do the training the scalp, we still have to do the grab a pack of explosives and blow up the stomps. So hopefully that means that we haven't missed anything along the way. Go hop in here to see if the gate is actually open. I think there's a POI behind the gate. I can't remember. Any thoughts on the Spectre stuff? Things happen to Spectre? I didn't look at Thief at all. I can go and double check. I know how to get to that announcement. You can do a little bit of live patch reading. It's not like map completion requires your whole brain. Thief. Oh god, I'm not gonna know what any of these. Quality of life improvements for Thief staff and Scepter weapons. Wait, did you say Spectre or Scepter? You said Spectre, okay. Shadow Scat, Helmet Breaker. I don't know what any of these skills are. I've never played Thief. I will have to do more extended reading to have an opinion on it. I mean, I am of the mind that Spectre's sort of like you're very good at like tethering one person and defending that one person is just kind of not ever going to be good at a large, because all of the route-based 5-man party organized like GVG/RVR world versus world scene is all 5-party oriented. I think it's neat. I think it excels at small scale, but I just think that like mechanically, and this is all without ever having actually played Spectre, so I could be wrong, but I think mechanically it's just kind of at odds with what people expect to be good in a 5-man party meta. Ground target AoE barrier prot might. The barrier's always good, but I'd have to compare the numbers on it to a lack mech, which is also apparently barrier, and is also something that I have never touched. Because I thought Mechanist being good in World versus World was also going to be like one of those when hell freezes over kind of builds. But apparently that's like, not only is mech legal in World versus World, apparently it's kind of good. I've been told by credible sources, people who I trust, people who I put faith in, that Mechanist has better barrier output than Scourge, and also generates a lack rate. Is this true? I don't know. But people who I think are better theory crafters than me are saying it. It's a sincere many people are saying this situation. Yeah, I'm also not a math guy. Zorik was in here earlier. He had to explain how to multiply 2 numbers together. Because I was like, I don't think I have enough testimonies to burn 300 on hero points every week. But just like didn't do the math on it. And he's like, no, actually you do. Fair enough. I feel like math is a dark magic. And I don't interface with dark magics. So. Like, if you taught math in Hogwarts, you know that it would be Snape teaching math. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to start fights or whatever, I'm just making an observation. Now you've got me thinking of like a 2025 Harry Potter remaster, where they're teaching defense against the dark arts, but it's like how to avoid facial recognition technology, and the joke is that like AI is the dark art. He has a whole lesson on like EU right to be forgotten laws is like a defense against the dark arts. I think there's something to it. It's unfortunate that the whole Harry Potter legacy is now tainted by J.K. Rowling not knowing when to stop posting and also like not being a decent human. But, you know, maybe there's hope for that media property. I don't know. That definitely makes thousandaires. Dude, that's all I need, man. Just a couple $1,000 that just to make rent next month. Plus, if you're only a thousandaire, when everyone comes for the rich, you're positioned really well. Because they're gonna eat the millionaires first, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, get them. And then after all the millionaires are gone, you're gonna be king of the new economy. Nobody's ever gonna come for the thousandaires. I didn't even blow that stump up. Hold on, I have to focus for this renown heart. There we go. How many of these things have I missed? There, okay. Alright. Rein it back. Yeah, exactly. Or better yet, be the person manufacturing. Maybe that's the thousandaire idea. Selling bespoke guillotines on Etsy. Renown Heart CMs? Aren't there enough Renown Heart CMs already? Like, what if you just took the Ash Legion sneaking Renown Heart and made it worse and then called it a CM? Also, since there's no other ANET staff here for me to direct my anger towards, imagine my surprise when I was doing that CM and I actually got to the end and there's a dude at the end who you think is going to like award you for doing a good job and just give you the rest of the Renown Heart progress. But instead he's like, haha, I caught you, you idiot. You've revealed yourself to me. Go back to the start. And then you get nothing. It's actually fucked up. You should auto-complete that heart if you get to the end. I will die on this hill. And there will be thousands of people with me. No, no. they juke. Greatsword 3 doesn't track while you're in stealth, huh? That's fine. I'll get him anyway. Ashley Twin Warborn. God. That's heavy, so true energy. I'm just trying to think like what other Renown Hearts would be good candidates for a CM. I really can't think of many that I actively dislike. I can think of a lot that annoy me, but they're not like fundamentally bad, they just take too long. Like the weapons training heart in Claypool in Queensdale. The one where you hold a gun, and then the dude is like, don't press any buttons for 15 seconds, and then when I say to press one button, press your one button, and then do that 6 times. I feel like that could be a pretty good candidate for a CM. Maybe like tighten up the duration for when he says okay fire, and then if you're off by like more than 1/8 of a second, he gives you no credit. Yeah, it's also the one with the shield block timing. I feel like that would be a good option for potential Renown Heart CMs. I think we're actually about to do one of the other ones that I really don't like, which is the one where they're shooting cannons at the wall, and you have to grab the bricks and throw them in the water. That's one that just takes like an unnecessarily long amount of time. Like maybe you can have it so that you have to carry the block across the zone, and if you ever enter combat, you drop the block and you can't pick it back up. Potential idea. You can have that one for free. It's not this zone. Thank God it's not here. It's that must be one in Iron Marches. We're saved for now. I have missed 1 heart and I have missed 1 here. Where? I'm gonna guess probably here, since like I haven't explored that part of the zone. Got any tasty secrets up here? No, that's just Spider Nest Cavern. Alright, where else did I miss then? Oh. That's not, well, maybe I do need to go up here actually. Hold on. I thought this was just the route for the guild run. No, you do get to the arrow point this way. Alright. But then I also missed a whole ass Renown Heart. You know what it is? I bet that I actually just didn't finish a Renown. I left it like 95%. Good evades, but I'm gone. Tasty. Hello, I'd like to mount. Oh, I can't mount because my head is meat. Okay, we'll get out of here. You're surprised I'm doing hero points given a world versus this? Well, that was what I was talking about with Zorik. Right? There's 313 core tier E hero points. If I completely set aside the idea that I want to unlock elite specs, and all I want to do is just get those 313, that's 313 testimonies that I would spend per week. And the whole idea of this charade, maybe it is that, no, it's not done. The whole idea of this charade is that I try and do it every week for a year. So it's 313 testimonies times 52 weeks, which works out to like 16,000 testimonies, which I have, but it's close. I have like 19,000, and I don't want to spend that many on characters that I'm just going to delete every. I missed that one. Oh, I need to sit through this. This is the, no, it doesn't matter. This isn't a starting zone. You don't have to sit through it. You needed to do one in Plains of Ashford. But I gotta go, I remember. I gotta go help the dude with his. I remember this one. So yeah, I don't want to use the testimony. I also, like, I could also make it go faster by using Tomes of Knowledge. I'm pretty sure I have enough Tomes of Knowledge to do it as well. But it's just kind of interesting to level Natty. Do some Natty leveling. The point isn't necessarily to succeed. The point isn't necessarily to finish map completion every week. The point is to have the stream be entertaining to watch, and I think having to level and having to do hero points makes it more. We're not going for like speedrun clears or anything. It's not that kind of organization. Go away. Get repelled. Get double repelled. Get triple repelled. Huge. And you. Be gone. No key. Bad. Bad. Let me take a look at gear here and make sure there's nothing that I need to upgrade. We do have a hat that's 46. Shoulders are fine. That chest badly needs an upgrade. These gloves badly need an upgrade. These pants need an upgrade, but we don't have any, and the boots are probably fine. The greatsword is fine. The hammer is getting a little... But I don't really have... I could use this. And then we salvage everything. Clear the inventories. But those are the two maps I'm doing tonight. It's 2:30. I gotta go to bed. I'm already a little bit behind where I wanted to be. We will resume this over the weekend. I don't know how much time I have to spend on it. I'm probably gonna need to do some chores around the house. I'm probably gonna need to spend some time with Amanda. We haven't done a date night in a while, so I think dinner or just kind of spend some time hanging out. But with whatever free time I have available, I will plan on continuing this, and then if nothing else, if we aren't able to map complete by Sunday, we'll take a break and we'll play through the story to 4. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 zones left? 16 zones left? I'd need to do like 2 8-hour streams. That's gonna be a lot. I don't think we're gonna finish it this time. But we decided that we were gonna do this on like Wednesday. So we'll be faster for the next couple weeks. But that's where I'm gonna be done. Let me leave you with socials. There is a Discord if you want to get pings from when we're going to be going live in the future. There is a VODs channel if you want to catch up on stuff that we've done in the past. And there is a YouTube if you want to get a more condensed, edited, and thought out conversation about what I think is going to happen in World vs. World as a result of this patch that's coming up on October 8th. So check those out. I will see you guys around this weekend if you want to watch a bit more map completion with maybe a little bit of World vs. World splashed in there. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you around next Tuesday for our next scheduled World vs. World run. Till then, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one.